right, so here we are in the Wild Heart potting area, and we're dividing up one of our most productive and favorite dahlias, which is called Blizzard, big white pom-pom. And there's something that we noticed about this plant in terms of, it seems like it can be very daunting for people to look at this and say, how do I dismantle it? But this is a sacred plant from the Aztecs. And even Phillis like recognized it. It was like her ancestors were like shouting, like, what did you first notice? Yeah.
This could be food.
This could be food. And I just got chills all the way down my body because the entire plant of dahlia is food.
I never knew that.
So you can eat the petals, and the petals taste like lettuce, but like delicious, colorful lettuce. And we like love to make confetti. You know, they're great on cakes. Nice. You know, with our oxymels, you know, sprinkled on a salad. It just like and so like what I start thinking about whenever I hang out with this plant is like the people who cultivated this plant were geniuses, okay? But ultimately, who are the Aztecs? But ultimately, this plant was a wild plant that came from, you know, the Aztecs, you know, where they're indigenous people living on the land. They found this growing in the wild, and then they began cultivating it as food, as probably a ceremonial plant.
And you said that you can use it as watercress in a salad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Because it's like jicama. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, you can eat the tubers, you can eat the petals. But here's like this is...
And it's birthing, remember?
And it's birthing. Yeah. So tell us why you think...
Well, it's birthing because these just fell off.
Yeah. So
now we know these are how we separate it, and then we're going to put them in some gift boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can plant them at home, and you could see the old flower from right here, and it just popped off.
Yeah, so this is just breaking apart naturally, which you can start, you know, and maybe if you want to zoom in, you can kind of see how this was in the ground for several seasons, and it's just
nice.
breaking apart, because you can kind of see where these are the stems, and here's another baby coming out.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect. Cool.
So this is like, we're kind of, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, these plants, you know, and we just have to kind of start looking at them as, you know, as, okay, because you can basically grow a plant from something like this, you know, this size, only like one tuber. And this is the old stem, and all of the eyes are going to come popping off of the neck, not the tuber. So maybe show a discarded tuber from the ones that we were saving to eat with the kids. Yeah, so this one here,
there's no neck on.
There's no neck. It broke off in the birthing process, but still this could be food. I mean,
so that's probably what they did. They probably used whatever broke off for food, because they couldn't use that as a plant, and then they replanted what they could use and make more food, right?
Yeah.
I know, awesome.
And soul food, because this is one of the things that, you know, we realize about dahlias, I think now, as the modern day horticulturalists, you know, that we are. And I mean, that we are drawn to these flowers. I mean, everybody is. They're so gorgeous. And part of it is like, to me, it's the sacred geometry in their petals and the symmetry, and then all the colors and the textures. But I think they also just, you know, they just still echo that.
Everybody's attracted to dahlias once you see them. I didn't know what they were. Oh my God, they're so beautiful.
Yeah. So, so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to break these apart. But we thought first we'd just give you a little boost to say, these plants are wild. You cannot hurt them. I mean, they want to grow, and don't be intimidated by this, because what I want to show you is, like, what happens is you plant one tuber like this that we're going to send you in the mail, or you come pick up here at the farm for a fabulous dahlia immersion moment. And then when you cut the plant and you keep cutting the plant, that signals the plant, oh, I'm not able to make seeds. And so it starts producing tubers underground. So there is major abundance that comes from this plant as well. And that's what we love about dahlias is
From top and bottom.
from top and bottom,
I
because you keep
know.
cutting them and they keep blooming because they're like, oh shit, I gotta make a seed. And then they're like, oh, I'm not making a seed this time, so I gotta keep blooming. And then they make all these underground tubers, and then we get to come in and we get to divide these. So I'm just going to divide this right down the middle and see what we can come. And then, you know, we can look here and you can see these are the points that we're gonna get eyes, you know, coming
Oh,
off.
nice.
And this one we probably could cut in half one more time, but for now I'm just gonna kind of save that. I mean, the bigger the tuber, the more production you'll probably get.
And they just fall off sometimes.
Yeah,
so
they
you
just
really
fall
don't
off.
have to be so nervous about cutting them like
Yeah.
I was.
Exactly. They just, I mean, they're just trying to show you, you know. And what we do is we keep going back to our wheelbarrow with a screen, and then we hose them off. It's kind of like surgery. You know, it's not 100%, but you can see there's another, here's an old stem down in there. So we're going to try and get this one out, probably by cutting out some of this old stuff down here and see if we can get, oh, it's wiggling. There we go. I mean, it is really,
Oh, cool.
there's another one right there. And this one does sort of want to come off, but I feel like I gotta hose that off so I can see better. And then of course that one, because then
So
you
is
can
this
really
one not good anymore?
I don't think that one would work,
That one
because
becomes food.
that's food. Yeah, so you can see here's an old stem that was kind of coming in there, and you can also like cut off their little tails too, like that, and it makes it a little bit easier to see. But yeah, I feel like I can just try one more cut here. Yeah, everybody gets blizzard in our packs because you know, it's nice to have some white flowers and they go with everything. So there we go. And they're most productive. I mean, they're just one that doesn't quit. So this is a weird one, but you know, I might try to keep that one for myself. It might have some eyes on it. So that one goes in our wild heart because it's not good enough. We want to give you guys the top-notch ones. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So thanks for
Nice.
joining us
Yeah,
in the
thank
potting
you.
area today.